Katisha, please. Katisha, please. 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 I just want to read one thing to you guys before I even start like going through a recap of what happened in this episode. Let me just read it. Okay, 1 second. I need to find it, and bear with me. I'm a blind girl. Hi, by the way. Hello. Bear with a blind girl because I need to zoom in quite a lot so I can actually see it. All right, so this is a comment that I need to read. Okay, Katisha, please. That's why I added that bit. Choosing a man who gives you zero reassurance, zero clarity to how he feels, and makes you beg for scraps of intimacy is insanity. This is why it's important to love yourself, okay? Because if she really valued who she is, she would have never settled for the breadcrumbs. Javen offered her. He wasn't even planning to propose to her. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but ladies and gentlemen, people, love yourself. Love yourself. Like, how can you feel like this person loves me too much? And another quote. Oh, let me not even read that one because that's a spoiler, but this is what low self-esteem and low expectations in women looks like. She chose the player instead of the king who wanted to love her properly. The fact that he was so you know what, let's actually get started first. Because I'm just over here, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. By the way, hi, my name is Sylvia. I am your resident fanatic. Love is blind. I'm actually blind. Love is blind. Fanatic. I'm reviewing Love is Blind season 2. We are on episode 3. Katisha, please. Break up to make up to wake up. Cold and lowly. Wake up. Chill, baby. You know me. You love me. I'm like your homie. Instead of beefing, come. Sorry. If you know that song, tell me. If you know what song that is, we're friends. But yeah, I was beyond disappointed with what's happening, and so yeah. Let me play this video for you that I wanted to play for you before we get started with the episode. Episode 3 recap. I won't be able to hear it, by the way, but I have heard it before. It's just because I can't be bothered to start connecting my my earphones and all of that. So we're gonna push through. We're gonna press through. Press your way through. All right, here it is.
I mean, there isn't really an easy way to say this. So obviously I've just really enjoyed getting to know you and spending time with you, and we do get on so well. As you know, I have another connection. And unfortunately, I had to I had to go with my
and
gut.
You knew what's coming. Sorry, why is your gut telling you to go with? How? I have so many questions. I have so many questions, but at the same time, to each his own. Let her make her own decisions, everybody. Let's start the review. Okay, let's start the review. This is episode 3, Love is Blind, episode 3. I'm your resident Love is Blind fanatic, actually blind. You know, I talk to you guys about, we go through the episodes, and I'm recapping now episode 3. I keep forgetting what number we're on. This is my second recording. I'm doing the recordings back to back. So I'm not even recording, it's a live, it's a stream, it's live. We live, we live. Speaking of which, we live, right? we do be live, right? I didn't even check. Let's have a look. Is the stream streaming? Let's find out. Let me find out. Yeah. Let me find out that it's not working. Okay, no, it's fine. It is. We're good. We're good. And if you're watching, please like the stream. Please like the stream. Please like the stream. Please say hi also, because I will say hi back. I'm right here. But yeah, let's begin the review for recap for episode 3. And I've given it a gazillion titles. The first title is "He's Just a Little Too Late," in reference to Sophie, to the Sophie love triangle. Sophie and Kieran and Megan love triangle. And then we also have Katisha Please. And then we have Breakup to Make Up to Wake Up, Cold and Lonely, Chill, Baby, you know, not all that, but yeah, for again the Katisha situation. Anyway, okay, cool. So episode 3 starts with Sophie saying the Japanese teddy dripped in cologne. Yeah, she was just basically really mad about it. This is in the interview. And then Sophie and Megan clear the air. Sophie saying that she blames him, like it's Kieran's fault. She's not mad at actual Megan, because that's charge it to the game, I guess. But she is, you know, not happy. She feels disrespected by Kieran, because, you know, she thought things were moving in a good direction. I think she's mostly mad that she's not number 1, and she actually say when do people swallow when they talk a lot? Like, at what point? Newscasters, when is it that you swallow? Or is it just me? Have you ever found yourself calculating when you should? Anyway, so yeah, she was basically saying like it's his fault. She thought, you know, things were going well with him, and it turns out she's number 2, and she's never number 2 for nobody, and so on and so forth. It felt like she's more angry about being number 2 more than anything, or being not being the number 1, I guess, person more than anything. But yeah, she told Megan that she doesn't blame her and she's not upset with her, and it was lovely. And I said, yes, go women, you know, supporting each other and assigning, I guess, and not blame necessarily, but assigning, yeah, blame to the right people. Okay, if you're mad at something that's going on in your relationship, the person you're not mad is the other woman, for sure. Okay, next we have Jed and Bada, the cutie pies. Both are so relieved to find out that that's who their date is, which is so cute, so cute. Like they walk in and they said, "Hi, Jed, Bada." Whew. You can imagine how many dates they've been on with other people, because you know they have to like the producers and stuff, they have to like test them out with other people just so to see if they click with anybody else. So they've probably been on like a gazillion dates. They're like, oh my god, I just want to get back to a date with Bod, and you don't know who you're gonna be seeing until you get into the pod as well. So it was adorable. Hold on. It was adorable that they were so happy to see each other, you know. Let's see. Next, we see Romeo and Juliet. They had their reveal, and they walk to each other in a romantic slow-mo kind of way. They also love each other, and we love love, okay? And I think the word that I would use for how they connected, or how they walked up to each other and how they interacted and everything, is tender, right? The word I would use is tender. And in the words, I don't know what audio description said. Hold on, audio description did mention something. Um, Okay, yeah, I didn't write it down, but there's something that audio description said. I was like, yes, that. But and yeah, Sarova said so Bollywood, like the whole, it just felt like so romantic and so, kind of thing. But yeah, meanwhile, in the men's quarters, um, how am I gonna find that? How am I gonna find that timestamp? Let's see. Um, let me see. Let me try, rather. Let's try. Let's try. We can only try, right? What's that? Okay, let's try. Wish me luck, you guys, because honestly, finding the timestamps is not an easy thing for me. But sometimes maybe there's a reason I wanted that timestamp, so we're gonna try. How do I see? Oops.
You don't have to. On the lips and embrace. Heels, aren't they?
Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
We are cute.
Wait a minute.
They stand and hold each
Am I seeing? Lord, guys, did you know you can bookmark a moment? You can bookmark a moment. That is crazy. That is crazy.
And was close. Was magical.
Magical, yeah.
Bye, darling. Goodbye. Cal smiles from ear to ear and Sarova waves as the doors close. Oh my god.
That was so cute.
The glass. It's like you can see that I'm really excited to explore more in so many ways. My spleen is spleening right now.
That's it. That was a quote.
Did you get a gut feeling? It's weird. Whoa. Spleen feeling. Patrick, my spleen is spleening right now.
That was it. That was it for me. Like it's become part of everybody's vocabulary now. This spleening. But this is really cool. You can actually save a moment. You can save a This makes it so much easier because you can literally bookmark a moment. Okay, so then how do I do it? Starts at okay. Rewatch and share. Guys, listen, look. How cool is Netflix? What? You can save a moment? But then how do you access them?
Lights come on and
That's really cool. We're going to be using that for bookmarking like different scenes and timestamps and stuff. We're going to be using that for sure moving forward, and not from episode 5 reviews onwards, because that's really cool that it does that. I can't believe you can actually bookmark a moment on thingy on the Netflix app. That's really cool. It would make my life so much easier, by the way. Please like the live if you're watching. Please like the live. Please like the stream. Please. Okay, so next we have Patrick and Anu on a date, and they had a cute date that always feels like a talk. Like when Anu and Patrick are talking, it feels like you should be sat down, take your notepad out, and for anyone who's blind like me and you can't tell what I just did, I scribbled. I was what's the word? I was miming, listening, and scribbling down notes. That's what I was doing. I nearly said mimicking. It's not mimicking. It's miming. But yeah, I did not enjoy how Patrick is lecturing Anu and going on about like I don't like people like that when she talks about downplaying. She talks about downplaying her achievements and her strengths, because he was asking her to sing and she was like, well, she didn't say no, but she just didn't want to sing. And she basically said, how she doesn't, she can sing, but she doesn't have to lead with that because it's her talent and whatnot. And he was like, oh, I don't like people like that. This is why I'm saying the bookmarks would have been great right now. But let me finish what I wrote. Down a compliment, sir. We're not all fully enlightened on top of Maslow's pyramid humans. Okay, everyone has their journey to trek before they get to where they want to be. Also, maybe we don't just want to lead with our wins. Sometimes just being yourself and being real, um, which is what Arnie was basically saying. She was like, okay, well, I'm not here to like say I'm a singer and then sing all over the place, singing, singing, singing. I'm not here to promote my singing. I'm here to find love. And so I'm just going to be myself. I don't need to keep singing, if that makes sense. And it's interesting when you find a singer who's like a bit of a shy singer, maybe. They don't like singing all the time, but they can sing and they do sing professionally. I find it so fascinating, so interesting. But I just didn't like the way he said to her that, oh, I don't like that. You shouldn't be like that. I don't know. It's like, mm, let me see if I can find the section. Sorry, just trying to. For some reason, sometimes this thing refuses to scan my face.
Yeah, I feel really good. Happy.
You're like a spark. I don't know how to explore. There's just
yeah, like I really play myself down.
Do you know, I really dislike that in someone. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, like society always tells you to be humble and stuff like that. I really disagree with that.
I'm not saying you need to be humble or so and so needs to be humble. I'm just saying for myself, I just want to feel like someone's just judging me from what they see from me. I don't want them to judge me for what I've achieved or what I've accomplished.
Patrick looks solemn.
This is an interesting one. How would you react if your family rejected me?
And my mum's...
You're not going to live life at all. You're just going to continuously people please, and that's why I try not to focus too much on what society is telling me and stuff. I just focus on me.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So it feels like he's asking her questions. Obviously, he doesn't like her answers, aren't things that sort of align with how he feels about things, but also it feels like he's immediately reprimanding her about it. Is he reprimanding or reprimanding? I don't know. I have many languages. I'm multilingual. Immediately reprimanding her about it, and it doesn't feel right, you know. And I think Anu also picked up on that, and she didn't enjoy the way she was being told, like, nah, that's not good, nah, this isn't good either. You know. So yeah, that was the time I think there was a bit of a disconnect, and I think I wrote down here they both felt a sort of downturn in their connection. Let me see, what did I write? Both noticed a dip after this date. His spleen was silent, is what he was saying. His spleen is silent. His spleen isn't talking to him and saying all these, you know, about Anu, that, you know, his spleen is silent, I guess. It's not saying, woo, Anu, kind of thing. So yeah, and I did notice it. Anu's spleen was silent too. Okay, not just him. Anu also was feeling a bit like put off by how that situation went. But yeah, let's see. Next, we see Damola and Katisha in the pods, and it was really cute. He gave her flowers, which she notices some of the way through. Somewhere through the day, he also recites a poem, which was so cute. Then Katisha feels he is too perfect and starts crying. So let me get this straight. A date goes super duper well. Somebody shows you so much love, treats you like a queen. You go off and cry like that was too much. That was too good. Make it make sense. Anyway, yeah, that I was a bit worried when I saw that. But as you can see, if you were watching this stream from the beginning, as you can see, I was right to be worried. I was a bit worried. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? What is going on? But yeah, let's see. Okay, so Kieran and Sophie, she confronts Kieran, Sophie are in the pods. Sophie confronts him for the teddy gift. He goes, well, it's a social experiment. What else do you want me to do? I mean, not verbatim, but that's basically said, is like, I mean, yeah, I gave her a teddy because it means something to me, and I can do that if I want to. Like, are you saying I shouldn't? This is me just summarizing, like, you know, what else I was supposed to do. Sophie goes on about being a prize and how he would see that if he was in the outside world. And to me, it seemed, as I mentioned earlier, it seems she's more bothered that he is not picking her as number one, or that literally just that he's not picking her. She's not really thinking about whether or not he feels a certain way about who or who. It's more that, why are you not picking me? Why you no, but that's just how it came across. By the way, this should have been a disclaimer at the beginning of this of this stream, right? This should have been a disclaimer. I can only talk about what has been put on the screen for us to consume. It is entertainment. Okay, I'm not in any way passing judgment or being critical about people's actual personalities, all right? I can only talk about what has been put on the screen for us to watch and consume and enjoy. So hold on, do I have? You know, it felt like my lipstick was coming off. Okay, so Sophie then goes on to cry after handing him his ass about how she's a prize and everything, a prize rather, and so on and so forth. Kieran seems okay. It's like, you know what, I'm actually made the right decision. I think I saw the first sort of change when Kieran was talking to Sophie, and she was like, oh, you know, I'm actually, you know, I think it was when she went and read her analytics and came back with a post that she thought would make sense. He said something like, oh, you know, you're not actually really a nice queen. Yeah, you're not really a nice queen. It's not really who you are, right? And I was like, ooh. He said ice queen. And if you're feeling like somebody's an ice queen, I don't know, unless that's your kind of person, you're really, it shows how you're feeling about how they're treating you. But I digress. And yeah. And yeah, so I wrote, sometimes a person you think is for you really isn't, and personalities don't always mesh. Someone out there will understand her slow burn sort of approach. So this is what I was talking about, how I can see how things could go left from one person or the other. Like, you know, I could just be on hammering her like, come on, he gave you a chance, da 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 da. But at the same time, she clearly is someone who takes a while to warm up to somebody, and so maybe a situation like this was probably not to her advantage. Being in a situation where literally you're dating as quickly as possible to get serious, as quickly as possible to get married, as quickly as possible to all of that, right? The main factor here is quick, be fast, sharp sharp. I can't snap. Wait, sharp sharp. That's the main factor of Love is Blind. And yeah, it's not the best for someone who is more of a slow burn kind of person. You know, if you have a slow burn personality, it's a little bit, and if you can't turn it off as well, because I think some people go on there and they're like, hey, let me try something new, let me try actually, you know, moving a little bit quicker and that sort of thing. But anyway, you know, yeah, someone out there will understand her and will be going at her pace and all of that. You know, it's just a show, it's just a show, there's more to life. um so yeah, we see Patrick and Anu having a little date, and he books or organizes a little what do you call it, a little spa date, right? And oh yeah, okay. So I wrote it here. He said he had a splenic hit, and suddenly the idea that came to him is that they need to do a spa date. That's how they would bond. And honestly, Arnie was asking like, why did you choose a spa date? And he was like, oh yeah, because I thought, you know, we could do some self-care. And oh, okay, so are you gonna put this on? I just felt like she sounded a little bit detached from the whole situation, not really that much into it, but I might be reading wrongly into it. I don't know. You let me know. You know, what do you think? Do you think that she was feeling a bit put off by the spa date situation? Because it sounded to me like she is. And then another comment she made that stood out to me was like, well, I don't really want to spoil my makeup, so I'm just eating the sushi. So he was there like talking. She's there like, oh yeah, Oh, let me actually show you. Let me show you. And I feel like this happened because hold on, let's do a quick sound check. I feel like this happened because where's the screen? Sorry. This happened because he was literally telling her off about all of her answers, decisions, whatever they're called in the previous day. Let me try and find it. The spa day. Hold on. Let's be a bit
She
closer.
looks down, fiddling with her notebook. And leaves the pod. Demola meets some of the others in the corridor. Barda hugs her. Katisha dabs her face with a tissue. The pod's glass ceilings shine in darkness.
This is when she was crying about he's too nice.
Hello.
That's not who I am. It's not who I stand for. Everyone else is like,
Then dabs tears.
going forward, I'm not as scared to give my heart to someone now.
This
And
is
I think that's a
Sophie.
beautiful lesson to take from this.
Sophie leaves the living area. Flicker. Ola sips a drink.
Clarity that I don't want.
Why did you want to do a spa?
Because I wanted like self-care and relaxation.
Do you actually go to the spa?
I do that quite a lot.
Are you going to put some of this stuff on your face?
100%, of course.
Okay, but like, I don't want to ruin my makeup, but hey ho. I've started to do the sushi.
Yeah, go for it. Obviously we're gonna have a lot of discussion today just to have some more clarity on certain things, and yeah, I think by the end of this session we should be on the same page.
So okay, so in the time we spent together,
It's about you as a person, and
I don't know, I'm just myself, so I'm not really.
Like, you see how he asked her a question and she literally doesn't really know what to say to him, and this is because the last date they had, he would ask her questions, and at this point she was feeling like super confident with where they are and their connection and everything, so she was answering them honestly. But now she's kind of got her guard up, is how I read the situation. She's kind of got her guard up. So he asked her a question and she's like, oh, because it sort of feels like if she says anything, he's going to find how, according to his splenic situation, it's not right, it's not the way to live. But let me play it.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, no, there's nothing I can say to that.
I know obviously you said you've kind of only seeing me now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, I don't know, you're getting to that point where you'd want to take that next step with me, or?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be here if I didn't feel like I want to take the next step with you, that's for sure. But if I am going to trust my spleen,
He's got gel pads under his eyes and a sleep mask on.
we haven't got a lot of time, that's the only thing. So time's not on our side, but for me, that means I have to trust that there's an instinct that something is going to bring me to you.
Anu chews and frowns.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like, yeah.
She sucks sushi from between her teeth. Patrick relaxes his shoulders.
Do you know what? I haven't heard you sing yet.
Hold on.
Anu picks up her notebook.
The first thing you told me is that you're a singer as well.
Well, yeah, when you ask what does someone do?
Do you see what I mean? She's feeling defensive. She's in her own world. She's just here to enjoy the sushi, for the sushi and vibes, it seems. At this point, she's disconnected. Yeah, that's what it felt like, or that's how I saw the situation. But anyway, he tells her he only wants to be with her, which is nice. What's this sidebar? Why is good sis Anu refusing to sing? Yeah. Why was she refusing to sing, by the way? Like, why was she refusing to sing for him? From date, I don't know, 1 or 2 back then, right? She's been saying she's not gonna sing, she's not gonna. Well, she's not saying she's not gonna sing, but she's like, yeah, no, you know, you don't, you know, that's like bragging. But yeah, I was so confused. But yeah, next pod date, we have Katisha and Javan in the pods. She asks how he feels, and she says, she says it's cool, or he says it's cool. She really wants Javon because he doesn't want her, or what? Like, she asks how he feels, and he basically plays it cool, and which she seems to be okay with. Like, let me try and find the thing and play it for you guys, because I was flabbergasted.
Just as good as each other. So
I can't play it any other way.
wow.
I can't play it any other way.
Okay.
Katisha smiles but looks frustrated.
What's bothering you?
I just feel you're holding back a little bit.
What do you feel like I'm holding back on?
You agree that our connection is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree too. Why are you just not like laying all your cards on the table?
Do you think that if I was to do that, that would help you?
Katisha seems non-committal.
Question with question.
Do you know what I mean?
Not sure.
There's obviously like fear and vulnerability around. If I feel that way about you and you don't feel the same about me, then I'm going home, innit? Affected how I viewed, like, just dating in general. 100%. I think I trust easily, but I've got to be more open.
Katisha fiddles with an earring.
You should probably know, like, I have another connection.
How you feel about
And the point is, she asks how he feels. He's non-committal, not necessarily saying that he wants to be with her. He's saying he's not all in. He's saying, I don't know, what do you feel, kind of thing. And she's all in. She's like, yeah, this is the person that I want. I was so confused. But anyway, let's see. Next, it's Billy and Megan, right? On a pod date. Megan asks about his intentions, gifting her while Sophie was around. Billy says he only wanted her anyway. So Megan, again, lovely, lovely soul. She went back and said, you know, hey, how come you're giving me presents, and you know this girl's gonna see it, and she's right there. Like, did you really think that I'm about to I don't know, like she was basically saying like that was not very nice, but then he basically said, I mean, I don't see why not. I was giving you something, it's from my heart, and I want to be with you. And she's like, oh, okay, cool then. That's fine then. We're on the same page. You want me? I want you. Okay, cool. But yeah, I thought that was lovely of her to like go back and check in with him about that. Right, next we have Jed and Bada in the pods. They're cute couple. They are so adorable. Let's see. I wrote, they're still so cute. She makes a word search where she tells him that she's falling in love with him. Yeah, like one of the word search words to find was falling in love, which was adorable. One of them was Jed, the other one was Bada. Ooh, I hope I didn't press a button. And they intertwined, adorable. But yeah, they both declare that they're falling for each other. Yeah, now let's just get married already, you two. Just skip. Let's go to the wedding. What are we doing in the pods? Let's go to the wedding. Let's go. Literally, I've not been able to catch any awkward or anything vibes between them at all. Like they even love each other's, I guess, quote unquote, as exoticness. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see. Demola and Katisha in the pods. Demola and Katisha in the pods. In the interview, he says he wears his heart on his sleeves, so he'll just be himself. She deserves love and a good guy, and she's going to show him. And he's going to show her. That's what he's saying in the interviews, right? And then in the pods, he tells her exactly that. Like, you deserve to be with a good person. You deserve to be treated like a queen. You deserve this. You deserve that. Time for another sip because this part, man. This part, I was not amused. But yeah, he says all these lovely things to her, right? He tells her as such, and it really, really hits home. And she was like, wow, you're right. I don't know if she said this out loud. I can't remember. But she's like, wow, you are right. this is how it should be. She cries, and he says, I don't like it when I don't like hearing you cry, especially when I can't be there. Oh, which is so cute. It was so cute because obviously he's in the pods, and you're in the pods, you can't really be next to each other. But yeah, this, I thought at that point in time, like, this seals the deal in my opinion. Yes, Katisha, finally. And I think I need to find the pardon me, oh my gosh. I need to find the what do you call it? I need to find that timestamp. Hold on. Because it finally seemed like Katisha understood the assignment when it comes to thingamabob.
The gestures and stuff. Like, so you said that that's like not your style.
No, it's not that. It's not my.
Connection is possibly stronger than I had anticipated. Like, you've officially told. I can definitely see this working.
She closes her eyes and smiles. Demola heaves a sigh.
Don't understand how much I'm smiling.
I was smiling along with him. I was like, yes, let's go.
Say that again.
Nothing's going to change.
Let's go,
I feel
Damisha.
confident in my decision.
Katisha, you made me a happy man.
Yeah, you made me a happy girl.
She basically said, yeah, that you're my guy, right? And I was like, yes, Damisha, let's go, right? Oh, nearly dropped my phone. Oh my god. What did I do? Hold on. Oh my god. Hold on, I just full screened this, but I don't know how to get out of it. That's crazy. That is wild. Let's do that. Okay. And then hold on. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. Okay. So of course something had to go wrong. I got too excited, didn't I? Okay, here it is. Go back into the corner. Pop back in there, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, cool. Don't worry. Disaster averted. Disaster averted. Okay. Imagine if in all that confusion I deleted my notes, which I didn't. It's fine. Okay, so next we see Javan and Katisha in their pod dates, and she goes to break up with him, right? And I was like, yes, hooray, right? She goes to break up with him. He feels she's number one and came ready to make big gestures, right? Which is what she's been waiting for. So I was like a little bit worried. I was like, uh-oh. But also I was like, it's too little too late, Javan. It's too little too late. Let's see. 15:30. Why? What did audio description? So this is what I wrote, yeah. Sidebar, audio description is not giving Javan any breathing room. His edit is seeing Wahala, honestly. 15:30. Let's try and find it. 15:30. What happened at 15:30? Because this is how some of the
Didn't get it.
Javan
not
and
there.
Katisha wait outside the pods.
But you, like, it's not a nice feeling. I don't want anyone to be hurt, of course.
I'll be alright.
Javan gives his cocky grin.
Okay.
He said what?
It obviously doesn't mean that like our connection wasn't genuine, because it was. For me anyway.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say, or?
I mean, I don't know. I thought I made my intentions clear, but I felt very strongly about how our days have been in here. I've enjoyed all of this. So
He sips his drink.
You don't have to stay, by the way, if you don't want to.
You've already broken my heart, so I'll stay and enjoy my drink.
Imagine, just imagine, Just imagine. And they proceed to do something I have literally never seen in the history of Love is Blind. And they break up, but sit there for a drink. They break up, but sit there to finish their drink. Why? What's going to happen if you could just go back to your quarters? Hold on, let me open the notes up again. I got so annoyed I closed the notes. um but yeah, so in that sit down I was concerned because I was like, this is when this guy is going to use this time to somehow win her back. But yeah, and I was right. So in this sit down he reads his notes, which low key draws her back in, and he then says, I feel like you're the one. Confusion. Lord, why? So then, like, we move on, and breakup is now makeup. Okay. um Javon is in the men's quarters and says it was a roller coaster. She's gonna have to propose to me now. For fuck's sake, man. Sorry. For fudge's sake. This is who you're choosing. This is who you're choosing. Anyway, there is a thing on my screen right now, and I need to get rid of it. So just give me a moment. There is a notification on my screen, and I need it to come off my screen. So what do I do? How do I get rid of this? What if I click over there? Okay, I need this off my screen. Okay, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Gosh, all kinds of madness happening on my screen today. So yeah. Breakup is now makeup and is a crazy world. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen happening on Love is Blind. Or is it? Probably, maybe the most unexpected thing, I would say, because the 360 was 360ing. The spinning the block was spinning before she even managed to spin that way. She was still inside the block. Anyway, next we have Kieran who proposed to Megan. Woo! I need to put I need to add some soundtracks to these streams, so when somebody proposes, we have actual cheers like woo. But yeah, which was lovely, and of course that's where they were headed. Okay, next we have Patrick and Anu pod date. In the interviews, Patrick is wondering why he's not feeling loved up. Like he basically said something along the lines of, oh, all the guys in the pods, all the guys are feeling all loved up. Like I can see how they're moving along, how they're developing with their dates and blah 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 blah. But like, why am I not feeling like that? And I was like, ooh. Ooh. And then Arnie feels like something was off from the last date, so she decides to open up a bit more and sing. So she wrote a song for him, right? And this is the clip I want to play for you. This is the clip I want to play for you. Let's find the clip of when she wanted to sing for him. Yeah. I need to exit here. Where is the clip? Where is the clip? Give me just a second to find the clip. That's not it. That's not it. Where is the clip? What's going on? What all is happening? I need to zoom out so I can locate the correct clip. I think that might help. Is it this? Hold on. Is it this one? his reaction when she kept saying like, okay, so I want to sing, do you want to hear it or not? Like, so I've got the song. Hold on, let me hold on, I just realized I even started I never even started the screen share. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, hold on, you guys aren't even seeing that. Hold on, let's put that up. Let's put it up for you guys. Let's put it up. Yeah. See, all my Love is Blind saved stuff, all of it right there. Let's head over to the clip then, shall we? This one.
So I decided to write you a little cheeky song. I wanted to do something for you that I hope will be special and unique towards you, and you'll appreciate it. So it's been really hard for me to like write original music recently.
Right.
And like this connection with you and doing this with you has encouraged me to like write.
Yeah.
Which is really lovely. So yeah, should I sing you my cheeky song?
Like, you can see from her reaction, sorry, from his reaction, that he didn't want to hear it. He did not want to hear that song, her song. He wasn't there anymore. Like, he's literally all this Christian says, like, clasping his face and just saying, oh yeah, okay, yeah. And then I wrote in the notes, wait, what? He about to break up? I was so shocked that all grammar went out the window. Look. I said, wait, what? He about to breaks up with her? With him? Listen, I was shocked, bamboozled, everything. Because apparently the spleen told him that he needs to break up with her, and so yeah, he broke up with her. Or is he about to break up with her? Well, you know by now, but we're going to see what happens next in the next episode. This is the end of this episode, and this is where we left it, right? Episode 3, this is where it ends. We have our usual checklist and proposals. I think we have 2. Let me just scroll up quickly. 1, I marked them with big yellow stars so that I can find it. I think we have 2 proposals, but I don't think I marked. One of them I didn't mark, but okay. I think we have 2 proposals. Let's see, what else do we have? Key moments, I would say Katisha crying because Damola's too nice. Where? And yeah, that's the only one I can really think of. Love triangles, we have 2. We still have 2, but one has been resolved, to be fair. So technically we have 1. We have 1 love triangle, actually. We had 1.5 really, but it was resolved in this episode. So we just have the whole hold up, what? We just have the Katisha and Damola and what's his name? What's his face? Javon. Sorry, I forgot his name. Listen, it's like 2 a.m. here. It's 2 a.m. Allow me. That's the love triangles that we have, and that's the end. We've come to the end of episode 3 of Love is Blind UK. Oh my gosh, we're actually doing it, guys. We have just 1 more episode to go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on all the very many different crazy wild situations in here, the twists and turns and the plots. Can you believe they broke up and then it's like, this is why people say, I just realized I've been having a banner that says episode 2, but it's episode 3. This is why they say, what was I saying? This is why they say when you have broken up with somebody, when you are somebody's ex, like there's no need to keep talking to them, because sometimes, not every time though, sometimes feelings can get revisited and you can go in the wrong direction, you know. You might think that that's where you want to go, but it's really not where you should be headed. So yeah, that's classic situation. You saw it play out in real life, in real time rather. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is episode 3 of Love is Blind UK. Thank you for watching the recap. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you on the next one. Love is Blind because I'm blind. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, if you've watched this far. Might as well subscribe. And leave a comment as well, and share these videos, and let somebody else or a few other people join us for these reviews. Okay, I'm going to be back in literally a couple minutes. If you've been watching live, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes for review for episode 4 BRB. Okay, thank you.